I gotta post this one before I forget. This was kind of sad stuff. There was a spirit. The spirit was putting a 5 inside of somebody's brain to play games at how I could predict there would be a 5 in their brain. So the spirit was putting a 5 in their brain so that they could ask me what number and we could all know it was 5. And this is kind of sad. I had to say in front of the whole store, they're not survivable. They don't survive. Don't play games in their brain. They won't live on. It's kind of a sad, scary thing. I wish I'd never have to say it in front of people. So I'm going to try to ask gods and spirits not to just randomly play games with people. See, gods always know who's going to live and who's not going to live. So they don't do that. But because I'm down here and I'm the mother of everything, a lot of spirits, a lot of random spirits or random people that are dead, they just want to have fun or play games and things. So they kind of just run around and talk to people or talk in people's brains. And whenever I'm around, a lot of spirits are always around wherever I am, talking in brains. But yeah, this felt really bad and sad because, you don't want to foster them to think they're going to go to heaven when they're never going to. And you don't want to foster making them think they're going to live when they're never going to. But you don't want to say it in front of the whole world. You just want them to be at home and think or say, my queen, my queen, my queen, and find out they could not possibly make it. So they just are kind of sad, but just get used to the fact that death is pretty much all there is for them. Instead of all these things. So I'm going to talk to gods to try to make sure I don't ever end up in an embarrassing situation like that again. Because that was kind of embarrassing and I felt really bad. But I'm not going to make people believe in hope that their soul does not have. I would never be a god telling someone that their soul has hope when it does not. So I had to tell the truth, but it was kind of sad. So I'm going to warn everybody. That way, instead of participating when a spirit talks, maybe from now on, people will just think or say, my queen, my queen, my queen. Is it okay to participate and play games with this spirit? Am I, the kind that am I the kind of soul or spirit that, you guys as gods would want to play these kind of games in my head or games of what's in my mind and guessing games about what numbers in my head or, maybe it's better for humanity to think or say, my queen, my queen, my queen, is this something I should participate in or something? That way, because, whether or not they go to hell or heaven, you don't really want that to show up at the Albertsons. You kind of want that to be something that they find out, like, between them and God, I don't know, maybe after death or something, but, like, you don't want it to show up. So I'm going to try to make sure situations like that actually don't show up, but in case you guys ever have spirits hanging out in your brain when I'm around, you might want to think or say, my queen, my queen, my queen, is this something I should do or should I answer? Or that way, if you're not survivable, some god will be polite and say, well, that's just a little spirit that wants to hang out and be silly, but you have groceries to get, or so you don't have to think about the mortality of after this and stuff and stuff.